Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Kanselor University. My name once again is Emmanuel Fine, and I'm the best at what I do. What do I do best? I'm the best at driving the mission of Kanselor University, which is to make African businesses like yours to become profitable and sustainable. Today, we are going to be looking at a factor that is critical to moving your business forward. And it's a factor I've titled, The Step That Creates Wealth in Africa. Now, this is a concept that if you can grasp very well, it can help your business to actually grow and get to where you want to be. Now, recently, a group of young men came to me and they were trying to ask me, sir, how is it that we've read a lot of business books, and after reading these business books, we're not seeing any changes in our businesses? So I told them that the next video I'll be shooting, which is this video, will explain to them the reason why their business has not been moving forward. And I also want you to grab this reason because a lot of you have attended a lot of seminars, have read a lot of books, and have actually listened to a lot of audios. And you're wondering how come we've gathered all this information and we're not seeing any changes in our business. So I want to start with the story of Andrew Carnegie. Now, Andrew Carnegie used to be one of the richest men in the world. And there are principles which are laid out after becoming very massively wealthy that I feel is what that can help people like you to become very wealthy. Now, Andrew Carnegie did not start off being very wealthy or from a wealthy background. In fact, he came from an extremely poor family that found it very difficult to actually move from his home base of Scotland to the United States. When they were trying to move from Scotland to the United States, they had to actually borrow the money that they used to travel on the voyage across the ocean. Now, so what happened? What were the things that Andrew Carnegie started to do that made him become one of the wealthiest men in the world? Now, just like you, Andrew Carnegie read books. Just like you too, Andrew Carnegie attended courses. But there were one thing he was doing. He always implemented the things that he learned. This is a key factor in why a lot of people are not actually advancing in their business. This is a factor that have made a lot of people, after reading a lot of books, after actually attending a lot of courses, are not seeing any changes in their business. Because after getting all this knowledge, very few of you are actually doing or practicing the things that you have learned from the books. Let me give you a practical example of how this thing works. Now, most of you have heard about the story of the birth of John the Baptist. But there's something that a lot of you, after reading the story, did not particularly grasp. It was how actually he was given birth to. When the angel came to his father Zechariah and told him that you are going to give birth to a son, at the stage his father was, he was an old man, and his wife was actually an old woman. But there has been this message that you are going to give birth. The next thing that they said was that when he gave birth, he went into his wife, which means he made love to his wife. And now that was how John the Baptist was given birth to. A lot of time, people you find them praying, they are studying, and they're asking God, do this for me, do that for me. But the physical part, when they get this wisdom from God, when they get direction, the physical act of actually doing something, you find out none of them, that part is where people miss it. How many times have you read books and have gotten wisdom from it? How many times of all the books you've read, what are the things you say, these are the things I've actually implemented in my business? Doing something about those ideas you have as the missing link is actually the key to creating wealth in different areas of your life. In any area of your life, there are information you've gathered. The key difference is that those who succeed in whatever they are doing are those who have actually go out to implement those ideas they've actually grasped. A lot of people see and say, you've read many books. Yes, I've read many books. But in all the books I've read, I try to pick one or two things that I say, these are the things I'm going to implement. Recently, I was reading about the second richest man in South Korea. And he listed the three key principles that he worked with. And one of them was that he read constantly. That anytime you find him, you see him reading a book. And the second one was to practice something from the book that he read. That he doesn't just read the book. He makes sure that he picks a principle from the book that he read and tries to implement it into his business. Implementation is the key differentiating factor between those who create wealth and those who watch wealth being created. And for most of us are actually a lot religious. And you find people who say, okay, we've been praying and waiting on God. While what God is waiting for you to do is actually for you to move so that he can actually now step on the throttle of your life and accelerate it. Inertia is what is keeping a lot of people where they are. Most times, a lot of families are where they are because they are waiting for one big break to happen in their business. A few moments ago, I was just with a group of young men who wanted to start a business. And what he has been doing was planning and planning and planning. And what I say, see, your planning stage is over. So I want you now to start to implement what you have actually, the plan you have actually laid out. Most people are stuck in the planning stage. And because they kept on planning and planning, the doing part they are not actually doing. And because you are not doing the doing part, the result you expect from your life, you are not actually manifesting. That is why it's important for you to be able to create wealth. You must actually learn to implement those things that you have gotten from the books you've read, the experiences you've acquired, and interaction you have been having with people around you. Without you actually putting into place, into action, the things you have learned, there's no way you can actually create any wealth. Wealth is actually about deploying the ideas you have and try to implement them to see what will work and what will not work. And yes, maybe some of your ideas might work, some might not work. But without you actually testing them, you cannot actually know those that work from those that will not work. You know, there was a parable that Jesus once shared about the fisherman that when they go out to fish, they don't go out to fish, and when they cast in their net, they don't expect to just get very good fish. Now when they bring in the net, bring in the fish, after casting it out, they sit down to sort out the good ones from the bad ones. The bad ones they throw back into the sea, and the good ones they now carry to go to sell. Now when you see their basket full of fish, you say, wow, these workmen are lucky because all they caught are just good fish. But you need to understand that when they were catching good ones and bad ones, and then they now sort it out. The same applies to you. If you are waiting till you get the wonderful ideas and you don't try to, no matter how raw that idea is, you don't move it out there to actually practice it, there's no way you can actually know what will work from those that will not work. A lot of you are actually struggling in your businesses, but I can tell you that within the past 6 to 12 months, you have gotten ideas that if you had actually implemented in your business, will have changed your business. A few months back, I went to do a presentation to a group of business men. At the end of the presentation, all of them will say, this is a wonderful presentation. But only one of them called me and said, sir, these are the areas I want to work with from what you have said. Guide me along with it. And in less than 6 months, this young man's business had actually doubled and is about to triple. How come that his business is tripling and others who attended the same business seminar with him are actually in the same position? It's because this young man decided to take certain things from what he had learned and started to implement it in his business. The same applies to you. Knowing something will not get you anywhere. It's actually doing something on what you know that will move you forward. So today I want you, when the next book that you're reading, the next seminar that you're reading, pick out 5 points that you say, these are the things I want to implement in my business. And make sure that those points that you have picked out, that you start to work with them to see what areas they can fit into your business. Knowing something will not change your life. It's actually doing something with what you know that can actually open doors. And it's when you even apply what you know, that you can say, okay, this one cannot actually work in my area. But by just working with it, you can now see, okay, these are adjustments I need to make. I can tell you that when we started Kanselor University, there are things that we were doing that when we look at them now, they sound as if, these are crazy ideas. But without us actually working with them at that initial stage, we will not be where we are today. The same applies to you. So I want you now to go and do something with those ideas you've gathered. Sit down and write about between 4 to 5 business concepts or things that you feel that if I do these things in my life, they will bring some change. And just like the father of John the Baptist, Zachariah, go into that idea. Just like he went into his wife to give birth to his son, which he had waited for. The Bible said that he had gotten to a very old age. So even at the old age, he was willing to actually continue trying in a bid to get a child. It means that though you might have a lot of ideas and you've been trying a lot of things without them getting new results for you, you must continue trying, you must continue putting in new concepts into your business for you to get the breakthrough that you're expecting to get. Without that, you just be looking and say, wondering, why is my business not growing? I want that to end today. So that when you call us, you can share your testimony with us instead of sharing your lamentations with us. I want to say once again, thank you for watching this program on Kanselor University, as we expect that you watch that of tomorrow. And for those of you who want to reach us, we want to say you can reach us on 080-2362-2171. And we appreciate those of you too who have been calling us and sharing the wonderful changes in your life you've been experiencing from watching videos like this. We want to invite you to sign up for one of our courses by registering on our website www.kanseloruniversity.com, so that when you register, we can actually work with you and guide you in areas you need to work on to improve your business. And most especially, making sure that those concepts that you may get in, you are implementing in your business so you can see an expansion and growth in your business. Thank you for watching today. And my name is once again Emenne Ifeanyi, and I hope that you can follow us on one of our social media platforms as we try to make your business become more sustainable and more profitable than it used to be. Thank you once again, and God bless.